From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Bartolo Colon, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's got an ERA of under 3.5, which is pretty decent for a starter. Pretty good chance that we'll see a good start from him here in this one.
Gene Segura heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, number 2.
A ball hit hard to the left side, but this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. One gone.
The center fielder, number 1.
Michael Bourne will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. And this is low, ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty darn good job against him in this series.
I'll straighten him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now. Gets him out in front as this is hit in the air down the right field line. And Bruce has got this one 2 away now. Paul Goldschmidt gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. And they'll start him with a changeup, but this is too high, ball 1. Now time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
I think Lawrence is pretty consistent and respected for his strike zone. He doesn't seem to miss many pitches too often.
Colon's ready. 1-0 on its way. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. You still come after him now on 2-0?
I think you have to be a little careful, but yeah, I don't think you can just give up on him.
Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate. Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Good work that time from Bartolo Colon. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Robbie Ray, a southpaw from Tennessee, is the man on the mound. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, if you take a look at that whip, you can see he's been struggling all year long. A lot of base runners.
And striding in now is the center fielder Curtis Granderson to start the bottom of inning number 1.
Center fielder, Curtis Granderson.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. EK, you take a look at this Diamondback ball club as they begin play here tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And they got both the series and the road trip off to a good start with the win yesterday, so they'll be aiming to keep it going here.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Here it comes on 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. 1-2, here it comes. This one's flared out toward left. Tomas moving in, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Left fielder, number 60.
Number 60 settles into the box for his first chance. Into the windup and the pitch. Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. No chance to make the play. Let's just hope he's okay on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game, and from all indications it looks like he's going to try to continue. Neil Walker takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Scorched to third. Segura for one. On to Goldschmidt, a double play. Inning over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're off to the second, scoreless on the show. Jake Lamb will stand in for the first time now, and he does so with 22 home runs on the ledger so far.
Jake Lamb.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Colon gets the sign. 1-2 on its way. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race. Wellington Castillo will stand in, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against the southpaws than he does against right-handers. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
He's found a pretty nice rhythm out here early on.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's taken him too long to get into his groove here. He's now struck out 3 of the first 5 guys he's faced, and I'd say that he's looking pretty strong early on.
Stepping in now, David Peralta. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Jay Bruce strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Grounded to the right. Segura showing off his range. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting 5th, first baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores will stand in now, and you can see the splits on your screen. He's been exceptionally good against left-handed pitching to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Bourne. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting 6th, third baseman, Rene
Rivera gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Well, this guy's been absolutely wearing it lately. He's averaged down into the 220s, so if there was ever a guy that needed to put together a 4-hit ball game, this is the guy. Got that first one out of the way.
Out in front of it, strike one. Bottom of the second here with no score. No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Oh, and this goes right past him. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay to the plate. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And that play was just an absolute mess. I mean, if you want to see a manager lose his mind, try letting a guy score from first on an error. And that's an absolute gift of a run there.
Standing in now, number 15, as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Really, there shouldn't be any mistakes like this with a base open and the pitcher on deck. This is much too good a pitch to hit, and he takes advantage of it and drives home the run.
Into the box, Bartolo Colon, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Bourne has a beat on it, and the inning is over. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Yasmani Tomas will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Colon into his motion. First pitch on the way. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting eighth, pitcher.
Stepping in, Robbie Ray. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Lays off 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
Diamondbacks still searching for that first hit of the ball game. Up top, it's 2-0.
Well, you know, sometimes it's that natural tendency to let up just a little bit when you're facing the opposing pitcher. You know he's not going to do much damage, but you got to get refocused here because you do not want to go 3-0 to him.
Chris Owings will stand in now with two away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Fastball called for strike two.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Gene Segura will try it once more. He lined out to start the ball game. Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Now batting,
Michael Bourne stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
That gets down, and the inning will continue. Long throw to the plate, and this will not be close, and the run will score easily. Paul Goldschmidt stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Into the seats, 0-1. Looking to minimize the damage here. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
And that spot right there is unhittable, especially coming right after that two-seam fastball.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That's a good idea, 1-2 right there. Just a
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Mets 2 and the D-backs 1. Curtis Granderson digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Hit sharply on the ground. A spin and a throw, and a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out.
Number 60.
Number 60 stands in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
That is the hardest first pitch to look for because you just can't wait long enough. Not only is it a hard pitch to hit, but it sets up everything else you have.
And he falls behind 0-2. In the air out to left. Tomas has a play. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Up next for the Mets, second baseman,
Neil Walker will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Fly ball out to right field. Peralta's under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Jake Lamb, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Cologne sets his sights. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And that's a called strike at the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now.
When you've been around the game this long, sometimes that's what you call a respect strike.
Back on it is the left fielder. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run.
now batting, catcher.
So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 23 for him thus far. And the Diamondbacks have come back to tie this one at 2. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
To 2-2 now.
2-2.
A little bouncer. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. Darno puts the tag on him, 1
The
gone.
right fielder, number 6.
Into the box now, David Peralta. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
And that's by him. It's 0-1. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning. First pitch on its way. Yasmani Tomas is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
2 strikes.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But the Diamondbacks come back to tie it on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. And Jay Bruce is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Right fielder.
Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
You want to talk about getting on top of a high fastball. I mean, to call this at the letters, that'd be charitable. This thing's about neck high, but he still drives it for a base hit.
Into the box now, Wilmer Flores, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. A softly hit ball here, foul, off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. That's popped up now towards short right field. Here for it is Segura to make the play. 1 gone.
Now batting.
Rene Rivera strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. He's set. Here it comes. This is hit high and deep out to left. Tomas racing back, and that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Home run number 5 on the year, and it gives the Mets a 4-2 lead.
And this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Travis d'Arnaud.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Bourne. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Number 15 steps into the box. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I think he needs to cut down on his swing a bit, get a little more compact, because he ain't going to be touching those fastballs.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We played 4. It's now 4-2 New York. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And you know, guys, it's never fun to have your pitcher leading off an inning for you in this situation. But hey, who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Sent on the ground out to second. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, shortstop, Chris.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Owings. He reached on a single in his first try. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Third foul ball in a row, and this is turning into a pretty good at-bat. Skied into straightaway right. And Bruce has got this one 2 away now.
The batter, number 2, second baseman,
Gene Segura steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. That tails back over, strike one.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are...
Meanwhile now, this ball's trouble as it looks like it'll be good for extra bases. Segura turns and goes to second. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. So a 2-out double here gives him some new life here in this fifth inning. As we put up our team leaderboard, you can see it there. He's now up to 25 on the year.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. The run scores from second. It's now a 4-3 ball game. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now. A punch-out victim twice already. EK, I'll ask you because you're the one sitting next to me. Do you approach an at-bat differently when you have 2 strikeouts under your belt this early in the game?
Well, you do in the sense that whatever you did the first 2 times, it wasn't working. But I think if you start worrying too much about trying to avoid the hat trick or worse, it'll start becoming...
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Bartolo Colon comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Pitcher, Bartolo Colon.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Owings has it. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting.
So one gone in the inning, and that'll bring up Curtis Granderson. And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs. That's for sure.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. And Granderson swings and misses that time as he's down on strikes for route number 2.
Oh, you got to like the way he's throwing the ball right now. You get a 1-pitch out to start the inning, and then you follow that up with a 3-pitch strikeout. He's settling in nicely now.
Line toward right center. Peralta is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Leading off the inning, Jake Lamb, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Now batting,
Wellington Castillo stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
now batting,
David Peralta stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch is a changeup high, ball 1. That's by him for strike 1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
Inside corner, called as strike 1 and 2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1 and 2. And another foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hot shot down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
the left fielder, number
Yasmani Tomas will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. Colon pauses. Here it is on 0-2. And a good 2-strike swing here as he's been fighting off some tough pitches, but the count will remain at 0-2. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They still trail it here 4-3. Neil Walker will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Yeah, and this is something he'll figure out as time goes along. It's not how hard you throw. It's how well you can disrupt a hitter's timing. Growing up, guys are used to just blowing the ball by hitters, but once you get to this level, it doesn't always work out that way.
Jay Bruce is at the plate as he watches ball 1. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Swing and a miss. Little too anxious there. 1-1.
Yeah, that slider's been real good to him all night long. No reason not to ride that as much as he can.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he's bunting with 2 strikes, but can't connect, so a real wasted at-bat there. Wilmer Flores will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Phil Gosselin will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 15, Phil Gosselin.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Well, the guy you see right there calling the shots has opted to roll with his starter here to begin his half of the 7th.
And that pitch count is a concern, so he may get the chance to finish this inning off and then call it a night.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the 7th. He's about to hit 100 for the game. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Leadoff man set down, and here's Chris Owings. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. That misses. 1-1 the count now to the Arizona shortstop. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Owings will turn and head for second. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double. So striding in, Gene Segura, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing.
And he is going to tie this ball game late as this ball is down for extra bases. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
Now batting.
So a runner stands at third. One man is out, and that'll bring in the speedy center fielder, Michael Bourne. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Slapped hard the opposite way. And, oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 5-4 game. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Smoke toward third. On to first, and there are 2 down. Jake Lamb takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike. And there's ball 1. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
5 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. Walker has it. Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. Wellington Castillo will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he can make up.
Hot shot to first base and a great play to end the. Daniel Hudson will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. Rene Rivera will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Travis d'Arnaud will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. First pitch of the at-bat. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Number 15 steps in now. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Tomas sprinting after it, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Mets, and the deficit holds at 5-4. Leading off the inning, David Peralta, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. First delivery to him on the way. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1. What do you guys think the plan is here to start the 8th inning?
Well, I'd bet they'll let him go until he gives up a base runner, and then after that, I think you've got to make a move.
49. Sean.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Leading off the inning, David Peralta, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Beaten into the ground over to first. Flores is there, and good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Now batting.
Yasmani Tomas will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
That's a ball.
And he lays off there, 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Now he breaks out the hook there. Good for strike 2.
Oh, yeah, you know, he went backdoor breaking ball with the previous pitch. Then he's got him set up to come down and in with the next one, and he throws a pearl right there.
Grounded down the third baseline. Rivera scoops it up in time to first, and there are 2 away. Brandon Drury will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 27, Brandon Drury.
Now big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
Not a bad idea to take a look at that one there. Now that you've seen the curveball, you can start to get a better gauge on it. Get a feel for what it looks like coming out of the pitcher's hand.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And it's a pick-me-up off the bench. He's in there with a 2-out double.
Well, he made a great pitch on that 1-1 count to get it to 1-2, but then he tried to go right back to that same pitch, and this time the location is not nearly as good as the last one, and it's turned around for 2 bases.
Chris Owings is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 5 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. And that's in there, base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Second baseman.
Gene Segura steps in for a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. Big break to the curveball, but it misses down and in for ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And a sliding effort there, but he can't get a glove on it, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third.
Now batting, The center fielder.
Settling in now, Michael Bourne. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. 1-1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball, and that's causing it to stay high.
Granderson is under it, and he makes the catch for out. Dominic Leone is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Dominic Leone.
James Loney will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Pulled toward right center field. Calling for it, Bourne. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Center fielder, number 3.
Curtis Granderson will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard to short. Throw gets him, 2 down. Number 60 will dig in now. Switch hitter batting left.
Well, his numbers against right-handed pitching haven't been pretty so far this year.
Hit on the ground to short. Backhanded. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches. Now, beautiful look there outside the home of the Mets here in Flushing as we welcome you back for the 9th. Addison Reed will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Paul Goldschmidt is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Around first, heading for second now. And a good bounce back from 0-2. It's a leadoff double. Jake Lamb gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike, 0-1. Hot shot on the ground to short. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. Wellington Castillo struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
First and second here with nobody out. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. David Peralta stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here.
And he gets in swinging. What a big out there as there is now 1 away.
The left fielder, number 24.
Yasmani Tomas comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
And now you can go for 2 up the middle here with 1 away. It's a little riskier, but it is an option.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third. Ricky Weeks will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And it's quickly 0-2. He got him. And exhale as he's out of the jam, and the inning is over. Diamond number 33 will come in and pitch now.
For the Diamondbacks, number 33.
Striding in to start the ninth, Neil Walker, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
That's yanked into the stands, strike one. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Tomas is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. Jay Bruce will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Oh, and he leaves the fastball up there. Mistaken location. He is going to pay for it dearly as that ball is sent over the wall. A home run. A solo shot there for Jay Bruce. Number 26 for him on the season, and this will make things interesting at this point. It's now a 6-5 game.
One rule for being a successful closer, you gotta keep the ball in the ballpark. And he's still got a lead to work with after this home run, but his margin for error is pretty much gone now.
Number 4, Wilmer Flores.
In now, Wilmer Flores. Hard liner toward short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now batting, third.
Rene Rivera ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Shot to third. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Now batting, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Travis d'Arnaud comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. And this is cut on and missed, so the Mets are down to their final strike now.
Well, that's the key to getting a hitter out. You've got to disrupt his timing, and they've had him out of whack all game long.
Hit hard on the ground to third. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. So coming to the plate, number 15. And the game is on the line. The tying and winning runs on base with 2 gone in the bottom of the ninth.
26 outs, and it comes down to this. If he gets one into the gap, you can bet that trail runner will be on his horse trying to end it.
And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. Warren is there, makes the catch, and the ball game is over. A tight ball game.